So we are live, guys. Hey.
Hi.
Yeah, awesome. So guys, if you don't already know, I'm Heather Boyd of Heather Boyd Wire, and this is Wire Lady TV episode 100. Yay! So I've got my besties here at the Vida Art Gallery in Montreal on the West Island, Point Claire Village. And yeah, so I'm going to tour around and show you guys my work, and I'm going to try to catch all the comments, get you up on the laptop, and I'm going to get my friend Nadia to introduce herself and tell you a little bit about the gallery.
Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Nadia Alpori, and I have the Viva Art Gallery and Art Center. So we're a gallery that does exhibitions, and we're also an art center that teaches and courses and has art camps and a lot of children's activities. We basically do everything in art, so framing, we also rent the venue for events. It's always happening here, and I like to keep it that way. Most importantly, community oriented, so I love that the community comes in and we're very involved in that. And I especially like this kind of thing, and especially when I can participate and I have time, which is our friends, my friend Heather and Diana and Allison and Miriam over there working with a wire, and something that Heather's going to teach us to do.
Yes,
yeah.
awesome.
So I'm really excited about it, and it's one of my favorite. I think, hey Heather, one of my favorite topics.
Yes,
yeah.
Because today we're doing a dress, different versions of a dress, and Nadia's done many art projects with dresses. So what I'm going to do to start is I'm going to tour around the gallery a wee bit, and then hop back and we're going to make some stuff.
Great, thank you.
Hey, so whoop, let me just unplug here. Perfect. There. So I'm going to flip my screen actually so we can see what's going on. There we go. So say hi, Mimi. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm eating a sandwich. It's delicious.
Oh,
No.
perfect.
I am Mimi B Dolls on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Yes, and Mimi does amazing doll photography. In fact, we might see one of her cards in the gallery. So here's a dress. Now, Nadia, was this a group project, the dress?
No, this is one of my own projects. It was an installation piece that I did as a part of a performance, and it was an homage to Leonard Cohen.
Wow.
It was a show that we do almost biannually, I would say, called Articulation, that has to do with words and images.
Wow.
And this dress is called I'm Your Man. So
beautiful.
It has vintage photos of women in non-traditional roles.
Yes.
And in there somewhere, there's actually a picture of me. I always like to deal with identity. So there's a picture of me and my two sisters and my mom.
Amazing.
We're really strong women. And yes, and then the lyrics kind of spread around of that song of Leonard Cohen's called I'm Your Man.
Cool. Well, that's awesome. So hi, everybody. We got a bunch of people popping on. I noticed Peggy's name. Here's Susan. I missed a bunch of people because I'm walking around the gallery now. So Vida Art Gallery. Gabby, you want to say hi?
Hi.
So there's Gabby. Gabby is the assistant at the gallery. She does a lot to organize things, and it's amazing. So guys, here's a bit of my work. Here's some bookmarks that I do the wire bookmarks. Hey Larry, how are you? Good, perfect. So here's some pins, brooches, and these so in my Etsy shop I do all kinds of custom wire art and jewelry, but if you're in Montreal you can see things at the Vida Gallery. So there's Wendy and Brenna. Hey guys. So here's some of the mixed media cards that I do as well. So these are all on display at the gallery. Here's a cute one with the starfish and the treble clef. I'm just going to tour around, see if there's some more cards here. Yes, there's beautiful, beautiful work. So if ever you're in Montreal, you should definitely come by. And here's one of Mimi's cards. So her graffiti cards and this is another one, her photo cards with her dolls. So you could definitely check that out. We've got framing, all kinds of stuff here. And here's a few more pieces. Oh, here's the tree. A lot of you guys like to make the trees. So there's one of the wire trees that I do, and bookmarks and stuff. So let's get back and work on the project. So I'm going to bring this around. I'm going to stick this back in the stand. Good. So let me just figure out the best way to do this that we can see what's going on. I think if we do, maybe if I bring it around like this. We'll be able to kind of see what's going on. And then as you guys make stuff, I could bring it in the screen. So people won't actually be too much on screen for now. I'm going to show you. Will you do a tree video one of these days? Yes, I'll definitely do a tree video one of these days because I have different ways to do them. And I'm just going to pop up, while I pop you guys up on the computer, here is the prototype that I did of the wire dress. So we're going to work with that idea and see what we can do. And then I'm going to show you the sample. So this is like a freestanding dress made out of the industrial copper wire. I'm going to pull this up on the screen. So sorry if I missed your initial videos. We've got Peggy, Sammy, Kathy, Vicky, and Lorraine, Wendy, Brenna, and yes, perfect, awesome. So let me just, and Jeannie, perfect. So let me get this going. So I'm gonna show you guys, my friends are just looking through some papers to see what they wanna use to do their collage. Rather than doing something 3D, we're probably gonna do something more two-dimensional for now. But when this turns out and I have a proper sample, I could definitely do a tutorial on how to make these. So here's some, I think we're going to work with this idea of doing collage dresses and the wire dress forms. Is my internet messing up, or is anyone else having buffering? Yeah, let me know, because so far I think things look pretty good on my end. So if there's buffering, it might be your computer. So here's the project that we started with to do like a three-dimensional wire dress and either do collage on it or attach little pieces with clips. So this is an ongoing thing. So I'm having problems too. Oh no. Okay, well we're gonna see what's happening. And if for some reason the live stream doesn't work out, well, we'll definitely have to redo the project. But for now, let's just troubleshoot. I also, Dee in the Facebook group wanted to know how to do these pendants. So I'll probably work on next week as well. And so here's some ideas for some dress forms. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll just start by taking a picture of one. This is something you could do. You could go on the internet and you can choose like pictures of dress forms that you like. And then the idea would be to take some wire and just trace it out. And like I said, I think we're going to do two-dimensional ones because the 3D ones are going to be very time consuming. So Angela says it's buffering too. Ooh, we might be having trouble with the internet.
We're in the buffer.
Oh no, guys.
Maybe do you want to try and switch the not the 5 gigs?
Is that a better one?
I don't know. Sometimes they told me that depending on where you are, like it can be better.
Okay, so we're having trouble with buffering. So guys, I'm wondering if I should restart on a different internet. Yeah, if the consensus is that we're having buffering, why don't we try that? So how about I'll sign off and I'll try to give me 10 minutes and I'll try. Sorry?
I'm asking Miriam.
Yeah.
Are you having?
Can you see it on your the live?
I don't have YouTube on here.
Okay. Oh, Sherry says mine is fine. I'm not having any issues. Okay, so I think rather than stop then, maybe I'll just keep going because the time it takes me to switch internets, it might not even work. So let's just go for it, guys. I'm really sorry for those of you who are having problems with buffering, but I think I'll just keep going with it and then we'll see what I can do. So I'm really sorry for the people that are having trouble, and let's just keep going. Let's just do it. So here we go. So
Coming through computers?
it's fine on my computer, yeah. So I'm really not sure what it is.
If I move the computer a little bit more towards the front.
I think it's fine. Yeah. Okay. So guys, I have a few pictures that I printed off the internet. So and then I had some other ideas. So this was another idea too. You could print pictures. It's better now. Perfect, guys. So here's this one I thought was super cute too. Like the sky's the limit. You can start with the basic dress form and then you could kind of either add wire or paper with it. Okay. So I thought it have just been mine. I'm on the phone but using Wi-Fi.
That's
Hmm.
why, because you're on the phone.
Oh, maybe that's
If you're
it.
talking on the phone and you have your Wi-Fi, it's gonna get vegan.
Oh, is that right? Okay, so it could just be like a little glitch. So let's just try something here just to trace this type of thing. So I want to keep it pretty simple. So if I just go ahead and get my pliers, and we're going to start, and the key to doing wire work too is to use the least amount of wire possible when you can. So let's see, Lavender's Lace Celtic said, never fear, I made it. Yay, perfect. So we're just gonna troubleshoot this design here. Of course, there's lots of pressure because my friends are like staring me down. So this is gonna work out. I'm just kidding. I'm having fun. It's all good.
Should be from your.
And actually, this is ending up going to be a little bit big. I'm just going to use this as a basic form, and then we'll go from here. So I think what I'm going to try is I'm going to get another piece of wire. And you guys know me that I always stumble a little bit to begin with, and then we'll just see how it goes. And it's in trying these things that you come up with ideas. So, yep. Yeah, you can use that wire. So what I'm using is the 20 gauge wire. Yeah, artistic copper wire. And if you guys can like choose any one you want, and if you want to try to trace them. Oh, there we go. Di's got my wire in the screen there. Thanks, Di. She's my assistant. If my nose runs, you can wipe it. Just kidding. I'm not sick. So there we go. So here, let's just start by, this is sort of a little hack where you could just print out a picture and trace it out. But I actually might not even go with this shape. But this is just to show you guys what you can do if you do want to trace a shape with the wire. I'm just using my fingernails, but you can definitely use the pliers too if you want. And so if you want to just kind of go for it and then but if you want it more like a dress rather than the dress form, you can just go, and if you want to look at other pictures for ideas, you can definitely do something like that. And the idea is that after, we could kind of cover it with different papers and stuff. So let's just play around with it. We're just going to go out here, make this like sort of a dress like shape here, and then just use your pliers to bring it in a little bit. So we're going to go in like that. And it's always the first one that's a little wonky. So we'll just start with this and go from here. And the other thing that I'm thinking might be nice is even if you, like when you add the paper too, you could keep, put some wire embellishments on top, because it always looks really cool when you put like little spirals and stuff. So maybe I'll do that even to start, is just to try to do some little spirals and stuff. And yeah, I'm probably missing all kinds of comments and stuff. So Kathy said I logged out and back in and now it's fine. So that, yeah, sometimes it's just a matter of logging in and out again, just for some reason, like you have to refresh your computer, so that can help. So like this is the idea. You could do like a little spiral there. I just did like a little random one. Sometimes it's nice when the lines aren't like perfect. So we're just gonna go around here, and this one I might want to finish inside so it's going to stay in place, because you don't want it sliding up and down either. So I'm going to just do this shape, and then if any of you guys want to use any of these wire shapes, it's totally fine. And we just play around with it. And then the idea is to make it sort of fancy at the bottom, to make it look like there's a little bit of a stand. So for that, we can just get a round form. Of course, I forgot my round form. Is there maybe the end of a paintbrush or something? I had some paint. Oh, Sharpie. Excellent. Yay. There we go. So let's just take this Sharpie. We're going to make a little spiral on the bottom. And I cannot wait to see what you guys create with this idea, because I know a lot of you are going to love doing something with the dress. So yeah, I'm sure you guys are going to post some amazing pictures in the Facebook group, in the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club, because every day, yeah, you guys are posting incredible stuff. So there we go. So we have accurate photo. Hi from Sweden. Yay. Congrats on the 100th. Well, thank you so much. That's awesome. Aisha says, hi, what's the dress for? Yeah, so what we're doing, Aisha, is we're making sort of more two-dimensional dresses. The ultimate goal is to eventually make them 3D like this. This was a sample I did before I came, but it's a little labor-intensive to do that. I actually might try a small one after we do a couple of the 2D ones, just to give you guys an idea of how I did it. And then the idea is you take the wire form and then you make it fancy with papers and stuff. So the idea that I had was we're going to take this and then take the wax paper. So we'll take the wax paper here. And then I have all kinds of different fancy papers and stuff. So I thought it would be really cool to embellish it with tissue, and I have some really nice kind of vintage musical paper and stuff. So here's a little one like this. So maybe what I'll do is I'll start it and, okay, tissue. Maybe if you could draw me the tissue and some of the vintage paper. And I'll get this and a paintbrush. So what I'm going to use for this, guys, is I have some of this matte medium that I do a lot of mixed media art projects with. So we're going to start with this. Jeannie says, I forgot to say congratulations. Thank you. Awesome. Thanks for the reminder. Yes. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, eh? It started with sort of a spark of an idea to, I love that concept of having your own TV show. And the amazing thing now with technology is anybody can do it. You know, you don't have to be a celebrity. You don't have to have any budget whatsoever. You could just go online and live stream, and voila, you have a TV show. So it's pretty cool. And not only do I do this one, but I also have a podcast that I do. It's not live, but it's pre-taped on my other channel. It's Start by Starting. And so that was another passion project of mine where I interview friends and fellow entrepreneurs. I forgot to congratulate you too. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks so much. How's the weather out there? No more snowstorms? Kathy's out in the Maritimes. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Paintbrush, please. Yeah. Yeah, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take some of this tissue. You can cut pieces or you can rip them, whatever you prefer. Oh, here comes some nice dollar store paintbrush. Happy 100th broadcast. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, and I really wanted to do something special and do something here at the gallery with my friends. And we have a long history of doing arts and crafts together, so it's pretty cool to have them here with me today. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. So it's snowing in Missouri. Oh boy, that's a little depressing. I think the snow is coming this week, though. We've had a very mellow winter. It's kind of crazy, like how warm and mellow it's been. But yeah, so it's snow's coming this week. So this is my idea. We're going to see if this is going to work, because sometimes these things work, sometimes they don't. So the idea would be just to take the tissue and glue it put some matte medium on it and then glue it on here. And we'll see if it works. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing here, but yeah, I never am. But yeah, but actually what I'm thinking, I should ask Nadia, because she did a project like this. Am I doing this right? You tell me.
Yeah, it's not easy to put the medium on the tissue because the tissue tears, right?
Exactly.
And it's very delicate.
Yes.
So you can either put the medium on the wire and then add the paper to it and kind of work the medium all through the paper.
Okay.
It's easier than doing the medium on the paper and then trying to apply.
Yes.
People want to try to lift away from it.
That's right. Yeah. And I know I've done this before, but now I'm kind of blanking on how I did it. So let's just try this. We're just going to put this on here. And to get it to stick to the wire, that's the other thing, right? But I think the key is you have to wrap it around the wire a little bit. And this tissue isn't the best quality. Yeah, Nadia's right. It's once you have that first layer down, it's a lot easier. It's just, getting it started that's really tricky. In fact, what I probably should have done, which I'm realizing now, and you guys are so lucky because I do all these failures before, so you guys get to learn from all my failures. So that's awesome. Saves you a little bit of a step, right? So you know what I might even do? What probably would have been better, okay, I'm just going to cut a piece. What probably would have been better would be to actually cut a piece that's almost the same size as, yeah, why didn't I even think about that? That would be much better, right? So let's just cut a piece that's more or less the same size as the dress. And then like when you're sewing, it's interesting, there's an interesting, similarity with sewing. You have to cut these, I think that they're not called darts. What are they called when who's a sewer on there in the chat? Because I remember when I used to do sewing, when you had to sew around a curve and turn it inside out, you had to do these little slits. Did you guys take home ec class? Yeah. Yeah, darts? Or is that what they are?
Grade 9 sewing.
Grade 9 sewing class.
I made
So,
myself a Levi purse.
oh gosh. So who remembers sewing class? Home ec, exactly, darts. Peggy confirms they're called darts. Awesome, that's so funny. Yeah, I remember in home ec we made purses. We had to make these like little purses, yes. Oh, I think we did a top too.
I made a checkered dress.
A checkered dress.
Yeah, that was
Okay,
really,
that's so 70s. Yeah, that's so funny.
I made a bomber jacket.
Oh my goodness, you were good. We made a lot of stuffed animals. Okay, I'm gonna cut this little spiral off because it's in the way, and I might add some stuff after. So it depends on. Okay, whoop, I'm missing comments. Or points. Yes, points sounds familiar too. Yeah, that totally sounds familiar. Yeah, I think dart. Yeah, dart is where you make little pointy areas for your boobs to fit in, right? They put darts. Yeah, which I never had to worry about because I never had to worry about that because I didn't have boobs to require darts. But it's all good. Yeah. So there we go. So I made a prom dress and oh wow, that's insane. That's pretty ambitious. I'd love to see a picture of that prom dress. Do you still have a picture of it? That's very ambitious. Yeah. Actually, thinking back, I did make my prom dress, but I have regrets about my prom dress because it was really lame. It was really boring and I designed the pattern, but it wasn't, it was just like very straight. Long and no real shape to it at all. So anyways, prom dress regrets, but it's all good. So guys, we're coming along with this, and I'll probably maybe want to put another one on the other side. So you get the idea of how we're doing this, and then I think what I want to do is I'm going to add some musical stuff to it after. I think that would be really cool. And then I'm going to check in and see what my friends are doing, and we'll have a little tour of the table and see what's happening. How are you guys doing?
Well, I'm just watching.
Yeah, Di's just watching.
So clean, Heather, your wire.
Well,
Warpy and
yeah, but sometimes it's nicer when it's not too straight. Like that's something I find about my own work is sometimes I find it too straight and too like perfect, quote unquote, in a way. I just find that I like things that are more loose and more open type of thing. Now, I probably shouldn't cover up this little ring at the top because I like the way that works. So let's just kind of push this down a little bit. I'm going to put this back on the wax paper just so it's we have something that it won't stick to the table. And then if you want, you can kind of like push this down so there's more like wire showing. And I think what I might do is even add some other things to it. So, Di, you want to hand me some of the musical paper?
I have some right there.
Oh, you have
for
some?
you.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, where'd it go? Oh, there we go. I see. So there's some, you can get this vintage musical paper at any old bookstore or anything like that. So I thought it might be fun to try something like that if we can stick a little bit on here. Okay. So, lost all my pics in the tornado. Oh no, oh that's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh wow. Yeah, that's, there's a lot of areas in the States that are really affected by tornadoes, and that's scary to lose all that. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, so here we go. Here's some musical stuff. we're going to stick that on, and then you could even, you know, what would be really fun too is paint it. You could also do that. You can just do a tissue base, and then you can do some paint on top or something. So we're just, playing around with this, seeing what we're doing. And so maybe what I'll do is I'm going to pass this on to Di. And then, Di, do you want to keep gluing stuff on this and play around with it? Yeah. And then I'm going to do another wire thing to show you guys.
Great.
And then when you guys are ready to show us what you're working on, just let us know. So this is the other, it's adorable, Heather. Oh, thank you. That's, it's really fun, and I think there's a lot that you can do with it. So here's the 3D one. So why don't I go ahead and show you guys how I did this 3D one, because it's kind of funky. But I'm going to use black wire. Is there black wire down there somewhere? And then it's going to show up a little better. Oh, okay.
Did you have black?
And Allison's taking pictures, so there we go. So so if you guys want to have a look at this, I'm gonna just grab the black wire. Did I bring black wire? No, I don't think I saw it there. Oh, I didn't bring it. Okay, that's fine. So no worries. So I'll just go with the copper. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna get this brass wire. Brass wire is better because it's a little bit stiffer. So I like this wire from Vida. It's just really nice to work with. So let's make a mini 3D little dress. So the idea behind that is, whoa, there goes my wire, spinning out of control. So what I would do for the dress is start with a round form, and it looks like the base is just a round shape. So we can just start with a round shape like this. And then what we're going to do is bend one wire up like that. And then this wire, let's put it back on the round form. Okay, and just go around this way here. Okay, so we've got one way and then one the other way. And then we're just going to start with this round form. So we're going to do that. And then we'll cut this one, and we're just going to clip this in there and get my flat pliers, and there we go. So Carrie says, hi Heather, hi all, congrats on the 100. Thanks so much, and Susan too. Thank you for the congratulations. It's pretty exciting. And I have so much fun with this. And guys, I really do keep it simple. I know that sometimes the video quality isn't the best. It's because I stream it on my iPod, and that's I found that's the easiest way to do it, because otherwise it doesn't seem to work well when you stream directly on the computer. I'm going to put down some white paper so we can see this a little better. I think you might have trouble seeing the copper on the brown table. So let's just do that. That should show up a little bit better. And then now to do the part that's standing up for the dress, I did that one at home, and I think I'm just going to do a little slight adjustment so it's going to be easier to do. And I'm going to use the hack that I use when I make earrings, which is if you want two, you see I have this, it's like 2 sides that are the same. So to do that, I do 2 at the same time, and that's sort of my little hack when I make earrings. A lot of you know already, and I could link up a video below where I do the 2 treble clefs to make them the same size. So basically you hold your 2 wires together, and then let's form this loop at the top. That's just sort of the top loop. And then what you want to do is bring these out. Okay, so we have like a little loop to anchor it on at the top. And then I don't want to make it too big because it's a small stand. So let's just make it not too big. So we're going to do sort of the silhouette of the dress. So we're going to bring this in and then bring that out. And if you need help, you can always print a picture on the computer, and you can just trace it. I find that's another good hack when when it's hard to actually get the shape. So this is going to be the back. She looks like her back's a little curved, but that's okay. It's just really stylized. So if we have, this is the beginning shape of the dress. So if we hold it like up to, like, say here, if we want it about that size, I'm making it quite small. And then we're going to do, so Laura says, hi Heather, sorry I'm late. No worries whatsoever. Yeah, we're just playing around with ideas for this dress. This is, oh, low battery, so let me plug you guys in before we lose batteries. Sorry guys, there we go. I never like to plug in my devices too early because it apparently drains the battery if you do it too early. So you're plugged in there, and I'm gonna plug in my computer, then I don't have to worry about it. So here we go. So here's the dress form that we're doing. Now I'm gonna go back to these ones so I have the two together, and then we're going to just form, like, see how high I want it, like that, and then we're gonna do a bend. So once you have the bend, then you know about the right size. It has to be the right height. And the same thing on this side. We want it to be around the same height. So let's just check it. We're gonna hold it and bring this down a little bit, okay, around here. So actually, this was a project we were supposed to do with my friend Patricia, but she couldn't be here today, so I'm going to sort of somewhat save it for when we see her, but I'll do it with the bigger wire when we see her. So she had found this project online, and so this is going to be the prototype for that project. So here we have one part of the dress done, and then the other part. So the idea would be you want to put it on this ring like that. So we could make it that big, or maybe make it bigger. I think I'm going to keep it slim for now. We're going to see. We're going to play around with it. So now you want to attach these onto the base. You know, usually I like doing, when I do wire sculptures, I like to make it, you know, with the least amount of pieces of wire as possible. But for this project, it seems to be, it's done with, you know, many different pieces. So that's okay. We're going to just do it this way. I'm trying to follow the original pattern as much as possible. And I had another project that I wanted to work on with the bead clusters, but I think for today we're just going to work on the dress. And then maybe next week, Dee had asked me to do some designs for some bead clusters. So I'll do that next week on the live stream. And also, Yvonne had asked me to do some fidget spinner bracelets and pendants, I think it was, because I did the fidget spinner rings, and they were a huge hit. So she suggested fidget spinner bracelets and necklaces, just for people, you know, people that have a lot of nervous energy and like to, you know.
The bracelet idea is really smart.
Bracelet's a good idea, eh? I thought it was a really good idea.
You know who would really appreciate things like that too is, I noticed when my mom is in the residence
Uh-huh.
for the elderly.
Oh.
Really, that's it, Alzheimer and dementia,
Oh.
they fidget a lot.
That's a great idea,
Yeah, and a
actually.
bracelet.
Oh.
Maybe we could go into a project with them.
Well, why don't we do that? Yeah, because Allison's mom is in a residence near here, and they're always doing like little art projects. So that would be a great project to do with them. That's amazing.
My sister made a quilt with like fidget spinners on it.
Oh, no way, a
Yeah,
quilt?
a
Wow.
quilt for Alzheimer patients, and
Oh, wow.
so each square has a different fidget thing that they can use, whether it's paper
Oh, my
in the
gosh.
fabric that makes
Okay, just to
noise
play
for
around
them.
with.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, my gosh, that's amazing.
Yeah, well, it's like the sensory.
Yeah.
Sensory and sound.
yeah, and
That's a
the
great idea.
ribbons, and they pull on the ribbons, and
Oh,
that's
wow.
what my 4-month-old great niece does.
Yeah.
Right? It's a little book she has.
Oh.
They told me to go back.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
interesting.
so fun. Yeah, it's a great idea. Yeah, it's true. They have a lot of really cool books, say, for kids now with the different like sounds and
Yeah.
textures and stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's so cool.
My niece, she belongs to a club she found online, and they send her a box of things every month
Oh.
for age appropriate, like 4
Oh,
months,
wow.
5 months.
That's a great
Incredible.
idea. Like a kind of like a surprise box, right?
Exactly,
Actually, I should do that. Maybe I should make wire surprise boxes. Hey,
Yeah,
would
that would be great.
would you guys be interested if I offered something like that? Wire surprise boxes to do different projects. That sounds like a cool idea. Yeah, that's a really great idea. I like that. So guys, I'm doing the other loop that goes sort of in the middle of the dress. Okay, so this would kind of go here. And then the idea would be now, how do you attach that on there? Well, so what I did for that is just used a different wire to attach it with. So I would take like a different wire. In fact, I might use a softer wire, because that one is a little bit hard. So there we go. Yeah, sounds awesome, eh? Wouldn't that be cool? Like a surprise box. Yeah, I don't know if I have time to organize something like that, but I love the idea. I think it's really cool. Now, I'm just wondering if this is going to be a little bit too big. So if your circle is too big, just take this. Okay, we're gonna just take this one and make it a little bit smaller, okay? We'll just bring it in a little bit more, and we'll just make it a little bit smaller on there. Perfect. Cool. And just bring that in here, and then make that. So this you want to attach in here just to make it a little bit more kind of 3D. So the idea would be is you want to take a separate wire and attach this in here. So let's start halfway. We're going to go here. We'll start halfway and just bring it around. Okay. Okay, we'll bring that around here. And I'm thinking the wire I have, this wire I have is actually a little bit too thick now. So you know what, guys? I'm gonna stop this one here. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll just start a project and stop it. So, but the idea is I'll explain to you from there what you would do. So what you would do from there, we have the ring, so you just attach it in here. And then you do another one up here and just attach it like that. So that would become your 3D one. So I'm gonna just come around and see what people are working on now, just to show you. Here, let me just pull this up a bit. Samantha says, hi Heather, can you do a video on how to make ear hooks? Oh, okay, it wraps around your ear and has I've seen something like that, like little ear cuffs, right? Yeah, I've definitely seen those type of things. So I could try something and see how it goes. Yeah, I haven't made any. I've made kind of ear clips a little bit, but not really the ear cuffs. So I'm just gonna unplug the computer for a second. Whoops, sorry guys.
Bibi says
So-
congratulations, Heather.
Oh, okay. My
Bibi says
friend Bibi
congratulations.
couldn't be here, but she says
works.
congratulations. That's awesome. Say hi back to Bibi. So guys, here's Nadia is already like just booting on her dress. That looks amazing. So this is hers. So she did like a very simple wire form and the dress. So that looks amazing. And then here's some pictures she's using as a base. And Allison, how you doing?
I'm just playing. I haven't really have anything designed.
You want to say
I
hi?
did some- Hi. I did
Yay.
some cat eyes on the boobs.
Oh, cat eyes on the boobs.
I
Oh,
thought
there
you'd
you
like
go.
that. I
That's
thought you'd
cute.
like
I
that.
like that.
I thought
Very
you would.
awesome.
Yeah.
And-
So I just have some words that I like.
See?
Chasing the phantom.
Okay.
And art is the life energy of the soul. It kind of looks like a buddies.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So I haven't
Wow.
conceptualized anything together, but
Wow. I should have asked you to bring your art journal. Allison has the most beautiful art journal that she works on at home. It's really amazing. Yeah. Would you be willing to, if I shared a few pics in the
Maybe.
group? Yeah.
Maybe.
Do you have any pages with wire in them?
probably.
Okay, cool. Find them. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Diana, what are you doing?
Hi, well,
Let's
I'm
see.
just carrying on with your little project here, and
I like
I'm
that.
using this really nice paper that you have, Heather, which I love. It's so old and romantic, the patterns on it.
Oh,
And then
nice.
the book is, that Heather was talking about with the notes, the music notes in it.
Oh,
yes.
It's
Okay,
here.
yes.
So you go to a
Italian.
bookstore and,
Yeah.
see, I think that's so cute,
Oh,
Heather.
vintage paper.
And again,
cool.
vintage and romantic.
Let me see
and
up close. what
I'm
you're
just
doing.
putting little flowers from
Oh,
these little pieces of tissue. I think it's adorable.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
That's
nice.
amazing. So
I mean,
cool.
I don't really have that much artistic ability in me, and Heather's always inspired me. So thank God for Heather, right, everybody? Yay,
There we
Heather.
go.
Yay, Heather.
Okay, so let's bring this back here. Okay, I gotta get my thing back in the stand so I could actually do something here. Good. So guys, let's see what we're going to do next. So the other thing that would be really cute to do is just like a little hanger, and that's something else I've done as well. So let me just take this wire. In fact, did I print out a picture with the hanger? I don't know if I printed out a picture with the hanger or not. So if we take this is super easy to do. And if you want to make hanger earrings, of course, why don't we just pretend we're making hanger earrings so I could show you guys that hack again. So if we want to do like hanger earrings, which would be super cute, and then you could even hang things on them, which would be really neat. This is where we go off the rails and do projects that I wasn't intended to do, but this is why I know, this is why I love the live streams, because you start with one idea and then you just go with something else. So to make the hanger, and I'm going to make it a decent size, so we're going to bring this up here. Okay, so we start the shape like that. And for something like the hanger, if you wanted to make a whole bunch of them, you could definitely make a template. I showed you guys how to do the templates before, where you just like draw it on a piece of wood and put a few nails in the place of where those the bends are going to be. So you could definitely, if you wanted to make, say, a whole bunch of hangers for a project, you could definitely do that. And then what we'll do is just bend it. So like these would be ready to do a pair of earrings if you wanted to. So I'm going to show you two things. One is, if you do want to make earrings, we'll just take this end and twist it around a couple of times, and maybe 3 times. And then from there, we'll just clip the end off. Okay, this is the brass wire. It's a nice, strong wire. It's a great wire for doing, these kinds of projects. So from there, if you want to make a loop on it to hang it as a earring, we're just going to bend this back up here and then bring this around here and do a little loop. Keep it super simple. Okay, so there we go. So then we have something for the earring hook to go in that you won't, like, it's not going to come off there. And then just clip it flush like that and bring this in here. So we're going to bring this in here. Perfect. So there's the hanger, which could be an earring or a little pendant or something. And then if you just want to do something for this project, what I would do is just bring this around a few times. And what I like to do is, if you put this on a greeting card, it's kind of nice to keep a little end that you're going to stick into the card. Like if you're doing a greeting card or an embellishment. And so what I'm going to do is, like, for now, I want to keep it pretty flat. So I'm going to bend it just out to the left, okay? And then when I stick it on the card, I'm going to bend this back and then stick that into the greeting card. So if we go like this, I'll show you a couple of the cards that I have to give you an idea. This is a mixed media card that I sell here at the gallery. And so what this is basically is, so I do a watercolor background and then just do the shape, and then I won't pull it out, but there is a little piece sticking to the back that I actually stick into the paper. So we could do the same thing with a kind of a dress thing. So for that, if we have like the hanger all ready to go, and then if we want to do like a little dress on top of it, it's good to have like a little shape, right? So let's go ahead and we can keep it pretty simple. So if we just, I'm going to really freeform this and see. So we're just going to start by attaching it to the top of the hanger. Okay. We'll just attach it on there and bring this in here a little bit. And then this one as well. We're going to bring it in here. Sorry if I'm missing some of your comments here. So we've got Rainy is, I'm late. Okay, well, better late than never. And you guys can always watch the live stream. And of course, the replay, the advantage of watching the replay, of course, is you can skip through parts that aren't necessarily as educational as other parts. So there we go. So here, to make it a kind of a dress, you can just attach it at the top any which way you want. And this is where you might want to like go online and find some pictures or what have you. So we can just go in here, and I'm not 100%. I like the look of that actually. So you know what? Sometimes I start something and then I don't really like it that much. So I'm gonna just pull it back a little bit, and I'm gonna start again and see.
The what?
Oh, here, I'll just cut a piece and send it down. Okay, no worries. Perfect. So yeah, I didn't really like the way that ended up. So let me just remove that for now and just think of how I want to do the dress. So yeah, I kind of like the idea of just doing like a kind of a fancy looking dress. So let's do something like that. Okay, if we do like start with like a little heart shape, I'm just gonna play around with it. So yeah, Nydia is the dress specialist. So I've done a few. You know, what I do a lot is the crocheted dresses, which are really fun. And those ones I make with thinner wire, like 28 gauge wire, and then just crochet. It basically is just crocheting a big piece and forming it into a dress, which is really fun. So if we have this type of thing, that's kind of fun. Just like that, we'll keep it simple. And then just do like a little bend here. See, I haven't really cut it big enough, but that's okay. We're just gonna do like this. And maybe I'll just, here, I'm gonna try something a little different, bend this up. And yeah, you can really just go nuts with this and do any kind of old shape that you want, and just kind of go with the flow. It's really, that's what art is all about, is you just start with an idea and just play around with it. So I'm only bending it here because I ran out of wires, so that's all right. So Samantha, I like your idea. Oh, I think I missed, did Samantha, hi Heather, can you do a video on how to make the ear hook? Yes, yeah, I saw that already. Sorry guys, I'm getting lost in these comments. I need a moderator. So here we go. And so now we're going to bend this one up. And this would be fun if you just want to do some other like little designs or something with this too. You can add beads to it. You can do all kinds of things with it. I'm just going to play around with it for now, just to give you an idea of how it might look if you added a little bit of other wire to it. And then this too, you can add some paper to it if you want. Or we could just go ahead and add it to here. Like if you know what might be good to attach it, which would be simple, is you can just do a couple of little jump rings even. We can just bend this around a couple of times if you want to make little quickie jump rings, and just get your flat pliers here, and then this one here. Cut that one, and then we're going to do another one on the other side, and then really the sky's the limit. So how are we doing for time? We have a couple more minutes, and then yeah, if you guys have any other questions about anything, you can always ask in the comments under the videos, or you can go to the Facebook group, the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club, and join the group there. We have conversations going every day. Everybody inspires each other. It's really amazing. So it's so cute. Thank you. And so Verdella says, hello, Heather. Happy 100th. Thank you so much. Yeah, 100. It's hard to believe. I can't. Yeah, that's like 2 years. It's pretty amazing. And I think I've pretty well. Yeah, I mean, I can't believe that I've kept up with it that long. And
That's really nice.
let's see. Oh, Diana did a beautiful one. Let's bring it underneath to show. Oh, wow, that is stunning. Yay, Diana. That's awesome. I love it so much. And when it dries, it's going to be beautiful. I love the flowers. That's incredible. So that is looking awesome. Yay. So, Di, what do you think? Would you want to put it on a card or what?
I think so.
Yeah? Okay. So do you want to look through that stack of greeting cards? And we can always blow dry it. And even get like another like little background piece. There are some other scrapbooking pieces you can use as a background.
Right.
Like we could cut a rectangle frame and then superimpose that on top, and that'd make a beautiful card. Oh, that's a nice color too.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you get a little piece that could be like a little square in the background maybe. That'd be fun. Okay, so I'm gonna just put these jump rings on here for now. If you're doing a card for this, you might not want to use jump rings. You might just want to twist it with wire. So let's see, I lost my jump ring. Here we go. We're gonna stick this one on here. It's a little finicky, so there we go. So we're gonna stick that.
She's got the right wire to it.
Do you need some help with the shape?
Yeah, but I can wait.
Okay, cool. So I'm just going to finish this, put this one on here. And there we have the little dress. Now these are going to wing around, of course, because they're, yeah, it's going to be hard. But this is, so there's a little dress on the hanger. And then this little hanger, actually, maybe what we would do is make this one into like a hanging thing. Otherwise, you could put it on a greeting card. So let me put it on a darker background to show you guys how it looks. There we go. It's hard to see on the light background. So just like a little dress with the wire, with the little wire hanger and stuff. So Allison, what are you working on? You need a hand or something? I'm done this one. So should I bring it down
Well,
here?
no, I
or-
was trying to get a shape down, but no, I'll wait till after.
Okay, no problem. So guys, so there's that. Why don't we, maybe, I think we're gonna pack it up soon because it's, yeah, I make the hangers and use them for hanging earrings on. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's really cool. And you could even do like little beaded shapes, different, different clothing shapes and different things like that. That would be really cool. And like I said, I have the cards that I do with the crochet dress that are really interesting as well. So there's that. So why don't I think what I'll do for today now, I usually end the videos by showing everybody what we made. So let me just get a dark piece so we can look at it.
Yeah, these are the customers.
Yeah, okay. So there's this one here that we did with the dress. Okay, I'm just trying to get it to, yeah, I think these jump rings aren't a good idea for this. We should probably attach it with something. And then what I'll do is I'm gonna also put pictures of the finished pieces in our, in the Facebook group, the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club. So here's the dress, here's the hanger. This one I started but didn't finish. And, oh, Linda said that dress would make a great sun catcher. Yes, yeah, I think that's a great idea. I think this one should better be a sun catcher with some beads. Yeah, Linda, I think I'm gonna do that. I'll add beads to it after the fact. I'll post a picture in the Facebook group, and I think that's a great idea. Yeah, for sure. I bet it would be cute for my daughter to draw her little characters and add the dress on it. Oh, that'd be super cute. Oh, I'd love to see, what kind of little characters does she draw, Peggy? You'll have to send me pictures to my email, info@heatherboydwire.com. I would love to see that. That would be super cool. And so here's the other 3D one that I'm working on. And then, Nadia, we already showed them your dress. So that was amazing. So
Progress.
let me bring the camera up again.
That's what I'm looking at for background.
Perfect. So here we go. So there we go. So everybody's finishing up their stuff. And oh, it's good. Let's see it on the black background.
Not 100% finished yet.
Oh,
There you go.
that's really cool. Yeah, this
Here's
is
my
so
background.
fun.
That would be
Let's
my
see.
background.
Oh, nice. Oh, Di, I love it with the stripes.
It's nice, eh?
Wow. Oh my God, you are a rock star. That's amazing.
Classy girl.
Cool. Wow. So I'm going to flip the screen around and say goodbye to everybody. There we go. So guys,
Thanks for coming.
thank you everybody for hopping on the 100th live stream. I super appreciate it. And I'm missing these last little comments, but I'm gonna check through them after. You guys have some amazing suggestions. And then if you make stuff, be sure to share them in the Wire Art and Jewelry Makers Club on Facebook. And we will see you next week.
And if you haven't already subscribed,
Oh.
you can do that right now.
Oh, there we go. Thanks, Allison. Hit the notification bell to be notified when I go live. And yeah, so same time next week. Back at my place, 1 p.m. Wednesdays Eastern time, and we'll see you guys the next time. Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, guys.